All right, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today we are doing my Project 100 pan no buy. And yeah, I'm a little sicky today, so bear with me. My energy may be a little bit lower. I'm gonna try to lift it up as much as I can, but just FYI, I also don't know. I think I sound very congested because I feel very congested, but apologies if I also come off really congested and my voice also feels really low. But again, it may be in my head because my head is stuffy right now. So let's get into it. For those of you who are new to the channel, who have not seen this before, I'm doing a project pan, and this project pan is all about my products that are in my inflated categories, the ones that are like a wee bit out of control. I've been on it for quite a while. I've done a Project No Buy 50 pan, so there's plenty to watch on this channel from all of that. But I'm trying to finish up 100 products from those inflated categories. And once I do finish up 100 of those products, I can go ahead and buy one new thing from those from a category that's inflated. And yeah, it's a fun way. I've been doing this like for seemingly forever. I think we're on year 2 of this project, going into year 3. So yeah, we're quite a ways in, and we will continue to have a ways in, but at least we have that one shining thing at the very end of the tunnel after finishing 100 products that I could potentially buy one new thing. So that's very exciting, trying to keep motivation going and also just like not punish myself so much for having a out of control collection at one time. So here we go. Last month, we had finished up 30 products, which is so exciting. Or, within the whole project, we didn't finish 30 products in 1 month. Don't worry, I'm not psycho. But we did finish up to 30 products. This month, we've not got anything new that's like finished up. We still are at that 30 product mark. I do want to kind of go through the categories. I have them here. All the products that I finished in those categories in terms of like the numbers. So in eyeshadows, like for this project, I finished 11 eyeshadows, which is pretty great. And also like definitely the highest category of things that I finished, which again is even better because that's like the part of my collection that is the most wild. If you've seen my makeup inventory, like the numbers, you will know that's like super banana sandwich. So yeah, we finished up 11. That's great. For my eyeliners, I finished up 2. I only have 1 more in my collection, but I'm also someone who just doesn't think that they need eyeliner in their collection. So once we finish up this one, I'm not going to go out and buy new eyeliners or anything. I'm just going to use my eyeshadows. And then we have lip glosses. We finished up 3 lip glosses. Lipsticks, we finished up 2. Blushes, we finished up 4. Highlighters, we finished up 4. And then bronzer / contour, which I don't have any official like contour in my collection right now. That's like solely contour. I am using some eyeshadows as contour right now, which is really fun. That's like ideal at this point because like I said, lots of eyeshadow. Yeah, so we finished up 3 of the bronzer / contour, and then lip liner we only finished up 1, but all those added together are 30 products. So yay for that. Those are kind of like it broken down by category. We're gonna keep it going. It's really exciting. Let's go ahead and get into the products now. So I'm gonna do pictures from last month and this month of the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced, and it's in the shade light medium. So I haven't looked at the pictures, but I do know there is some pan growth, which is great. I did say there was like a bit of hard pan right there, but I just like kept scrubbing my brush over it and it's gone now, so that's exciting. I didn't have to repress quite yet. I'm sure I will be repressing soon-ish, especially as this gets around here because like these edge corners I really can like hardly get. Also, there's not that much product, like it's really like shallow. The product is, especially like over here. I don't know if you can see, like it's not like it goes all the way up there. It's like pretty dang close to the bottom. So I think we're really close on this. It's not going to be done next month for sure, but I definitely think potentially February, but probably more than likely in March this will be finished up, which is exciting. I have another one of these that's in a different shade. It came like I think in a set of sample products of Too Faced, or deluxe size sample type situation, minis, whatever you want to call it. So I have another one of these I'm gonna be moving on to after this. So yeah, but that would be so cool to have this done because these products are pretty hard to get through. So pat on the back for that. Okay, so next is my lip gloss in Honey Caramel. It's Laura Geller lip gloss. I don't remember where we were last time. I'm not doing marks on this. I sometimes am just like, one, when I use it a lot, the marks do just end up coming off. And also I don't necessarily love like marking up my products. I just feel like it kind of takes away like the prettiness of it. And yeah, so I'm just not gonna mark it. But I believe we were like somewhere around here, I think in the middle of luster last time, and now we are fully into the very art of color. So yeah, this is still moving down. Again, I think that this is gonna be another couple months. I wanna say March, but I will like be cautious and say I think this will be done for sure in April, but probably more than likely it'll be done in March. Because if we keep going like at that rate, if we went from luster down to color, I really think that we could go down like all the way to color in January and then be done with it in February. But again, that's if I'm like wearing a lot of makeup, and we will see what ends up happening. But that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, so next I have my Tarte color wheel. So I officially have 2 products in here that I'm using up. So we'll just clump them together. We will do pictures from last month and this month of the highlight. And then I don't have a picture of the blush because I don't really take a picture of products unless I've like hit pan on it, because I feel like that's when you can actually see things like growing, meaning like progress growing and, you know, pan opening up. So yeah, the blush is still being worked on. We just brought it in last month. So again, I said I was gonna repress it, and I haven't repressed this one. It's the shade Crafty. And yeah, we're still working away at it. We're doing pretty good. I am still using a lot of it. Again, I don't think that this will, hopefully I will repress it, because it is, again, it's starting to get really, really hard to use. In that, like when I like really put my blush over, or my brush over here, I feel like I'm like very wary of it dipping into this blush. Maybe we will repress it. I want to, but I also know myself, and we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I may repress it or I may not. It'll be a surprise to both of us, honestly. Yeah, so we're still working on that. Again, I think that this might be like a February, March finish, which would be really great. I mean, the beginning of next year is looking fantastic. So for Culture, which is the next blush right here, it still has that imprint on there. It's a beautiful blush. I really have been enjoying using it. Yeah, I mean, the imprint is starting to wear away, which is cool, but still there, not like any type of pan, not gonna be any type of pan anytime soon, but really exciting. I don't know, this just feels so exciting. Like the fact that we have 2 shades out of here, one shade that's like a few months away, another one that's hopefully a few months away from hitting pan, and then we'll have another highlight that we'll use. This one is technically a highlight. There is a lot of like pink powder on it, but that's just from Kick Up from the blushes. But yeah, this will be my next highlight that I'll be using. And then, you know, there's only a handful more blushes in here. I mean, it is still quite a lot of blush, and this will still be around for quite a number of years, but progress is huge on this. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like in this, like, let's snap and like be excited for what we've done. So yay for that. We're kicking butt. We're kicking butt. Next is going to be my little Franken cream blush. I don't really have a way of measuring this. I just open it up and show you where we're at. This is where we are. It is starting to go down. I'm starting to get some of the edges kind of like working my way down there. And I mean, this is here. This is going to be here for quite a number of months, well into next year, which is fine. I just re-Franken this like maybe a month or 2 ago, so not that long ago. Yeah, I'm gonna put my prediction right now that it's gonna be done in October of next year. That would be cool if it was sooner, but I'm gonna say October, because this is now, I have this like in here, and I added a little bit of red in here because it was like a really tan. That was like pretty close to my skin color, honestly. Now there's like a little bit more rose to it. It's like a real rosy pigment, and it is fairly pigmented, so I'm not using as much anymore. Yeah, I'm thinking October. Okay, so next, this is the Laura Geller Easy Illuminating Stick in Diamond Dust. This is my last of my cream highlighters, which is really, really exciting. We were marking it down on a paper, but flattened out. Now we're just digging stuff out of there. We are still digging stuff out of there. So that's great. I think that this will still be around. This was like the one that was like potentially probably like the next one coming out, but we're still working away at it. We'll see if in January we finished it up. I honestly think that this might still be around for February. So again, it depends on how much makeup, how much like I use of this, but I think this might be around for a couple more months. It is technically like, we're not measuring it, we're just digging stuff out. So all this is like bonus stuff, but I have no other cream highlighter to put into this project. So we're just making as much of it and really watching how much I can get out of like digging stuff out of the product. So, okay, next is gonna be my MAC eyeliner in Hyacinth. It's my blue eyeliner, my last eyeliner from this collection, from my collection. And this is where we're at. The black part is what we've used up. So still quite a ways to go. The product is right here, not too much. On the paper, it looks like way more. And then when you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, I still have to like be able to actually hold it while I do my eyeliner. And while I use it, I feel like basically we have like maybe this much left versus like all of this left. So, I mean, it's still around for a while. I'm thinking midsummer is when this will be done, but we'll see. Next is going to be my lip liner from ColourPop in Skimpy. This is where we're at. Still true and faithful, still working away at it. In terms of progress, this is how much progress we've made is right here. And from the green to the black right there, still a long way to go. And then we have my lipstick called Enticing from Tarte. And again, the black is what we've used, so not much. I think I've said this before, but like this is such like a smooth, silicone type lipstick that I feel like I barely, and it's really pigmented too. I like barely put anything on my lips, and there's so much pigment, and because it's so like silky smooth, I do have to kind of like, I just put like the lightest amount and like spread it out, because otherwise it'll go freaking everywhere, no matter lip line or not. So yeah, this is where we're at. I am still trying to like use it where there's like kind of a point. So I am kind of like, you know, artificially keeping that point. I'm sure like if I really wanted to like just keep working my way down faster and faster, I would just it would flatten out. But yeah, I think you can kind of see I've like created a little bit of a angle there. So that's where we're at. This will be around for a long time. Okay, and then I have this pigment. It's a sample pigment. I think it's called Shanting. I'm not really sure. This is where we're at. Still just working away at it. I try to incorporate it in most looks that I'm doing in one way or another. It's just like a little bit here and there. My Pan That palette, the next thing, I also still have a shade in there that I think is really, really close to finishing. So I think in January, we'll have that, and then maybe that Laura Geller we'll see in there. So yeah, but that's everything. And the Pan That palette, I have like a separate video for that. But I do count individual shades in there as a product in here, because that's massive to finish up a whole eyeshadow. So I'm still gonna count it in here as like products used up to keep things motivated. And also any other like random things that I end up using up, I will count in here. Although I don't think I have anything that's like random that I like am using at this point in time. I do have my contour palette or contour shade that I'm using, and it's like an eyeshadow that I'm using as a contour shade. It does officially have pan on it. I will be bringing it in to like show, and we can track it once I finish up that highlighter. There's still like quite a bit of product in there. I'm just keeping it like, keeping how much we're seeing here to a smaller amount. And then I will also, but then that way too, once we finish up that cream highlighter and we have no more to bring in, we have something else to bring in its place. That way we can keep watching something. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're really close on a few things. Next month, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I have 31 or 32 products. We will see, between like that eyeshadow from the Pan That palette, maybe the Laura Geller, but everything else is like a few months out, which will be, like I said, a very exciting new year with, you know, products being used and moving on to new things, or new things to the project, because not new things in my collection, because we are on a no buy. For the holidays, I've been feeling fine. I haven't had anything that's like really itching and like wanting me. I like want to get stuff. I always say, like, if you're just starting on this no buy / low buy type thing, maybe go back and watch some of my old videos, which I have gotten a few comments of people watching those older videos, which is so great. It's so nice that like they're still bringing inspiration. But that way, because that's when I started it, was like, you know, years ago, videos ago, long videos ago, many videos ago. So yeah, I feel like for that mindset, when I was like really starting that struggle and really starting that mindset, you know, that's probably more relatable to you than now. But I think now it will be nice to like hear and see that there is like light to the end of the tunnel, in that I'm, you know, once you shift from that mindset of like buying and consuming and like getting everything, you know, that you possibly can in your hands, you know, that urge isn't quite there anymore, isn't like as much of a chokehold, I would say. It's like, I can still like look and see and admire stuff and be like, that would be beautiful. And like, even if I have that itch of desire of like, oh, I would like that one day, or I want that. I also at the same time, I'm like, I have so much in my collection that I'm like not using or hardly using or love just as much as I would like a new bright shiny thing, that I'm okay with my collection as it is. And yeah, even if, again, I always have this perspective of, even if I bring something in new, that means that there's either I'm not going to get to it for years, or I like bring in that new thing and then all the other beautiful things that I have are not going to get used up. So yeah, I have that mindset. That's kind of like what I always think about. And that being said, like, I've not really had an issue with really, really wanting, like, to the point of going out and buying new things. Again, you know, I can appreciate and look at something and be like, ooh, that would be nice to have. But the act of it, of like going and buying and getting, is not really a thing anymore. So yay, no buys work. Can you believe it? They can work. Mine certainly has. So that's exciting. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I believe that's everything. And I hope you all are having happy holidays and staying safe out there and staying warm, because it can be cold some places. I'm in California, so some days are cold and some days, like today, is 80 degrees, which is wild. But anyway, I hope you all are enjoying the videos. I hope that y'all are enjoying your holidays. Comment down below how your project pans, your pan palettes, your no buys, low buys, how everything's going for you. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope that, you know, you're getting into whatever mindset it is that you want to be in, whether it be a no buy, low buy, or even if you want to keep growing your collection and you feel like you need to explore a little bit, that's okay too. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are enjoying, and have a good day.